Hello everyone and welcome to AlumX, a series where we talk, connect and learn from our distinguished alums so that together we truly connect, learn and evolve. Today we have Vanshika Vats in the studio as our guest. Vanshika is a fourth-year PhD student at University of California and graduated in 2020 with an M.Tech in Electronic Communication and Engineering from our very own institute, IIIT-Delhi. So how do you feel being back in IIIT-Delhi after so many years?
It feels actually very wonderful, and a lot of things have changed. I think when I was walking through the gate today, that whole huge IIIT logo is very new. Like it wasn't in our time. Earlier in my first semester here, there was a chai point stall, and I used to like come every 2 hours to have chai there. So yeah, so it feels very nostalgic right now. I just wish that my friends would have been there with me today.
Tell us about your academic journey so far.
My schooling was completed in 2014. Then I joined IIT-DTU for my bachelor's, 2014 to 2018. Then I joined IIIT Delhi for my master's till 2020. And then I worked for 2 years. And surprisingly, my job was actually in Bangalore, but that was COVID time. So I was here, like working from home. And so that way I had been in Delhi my whole life before finally like moving to the United States straight away, like from Delhi to United States for doing my PhD.
Okay. For our audience here, can you please explain what you do? What is your research work in layman terms?
Okay, so I work in applied computer vision, and in simple terms, so there are a lot of vision problem statements which have to do multiple tasks simultaneously. So if you have multiple tasks for one system to do, it won't be able to do it precisely and also follow the instructions simultaneously. So my work is to split those multiple tasks into multiple agents and not use just one model to do all the work, but basically divide and conquer, making these multiple agents that are experts in multiple tasks talk to each other and make whatever vision tasks we are having at hand to work together, and then finally get what we want in any domain or any problem statement that we are talking about. Yeah.
Okay. So how do programs like PhD or MS differ between India and USA, say in terms of curriculum and research areas and their own perspectives on it? What are the differences?
I'll start with the similarities actually.
Okay.
Specifically in IIIT Delhi and the US universities, the curriculum, the way of teaching, the expected outcomes are very similar in IIIT Delhi and the American universities. Both of these institutions basically focus on practical learning rather than the rote learning. And professors they have the leeway to decide what is the current market trend, what is the current research trend, and they can define the courses in their own way, and they can teach in whatever way they want to.
Well, PhD programs can be quite hectic with all the research and deadlines. How do you as a researcher balance your day? Perhaps you can also walk us through the routine of your day. How do you balance it?
The routine is basically similar to what we have here. The starting few years of PhD, we have the coursework, and it is very similar to the master's program that we are having. And then we also have deadlines, but also additionally we have to do some research. Like some research is expected.
Yes.
Right? It's not forced upon you that you have to do this project, but it's expected because you are a PhD student. It's not expected of a master's student. So, and after that, when you complete your coursework, you have to pay full attention to your PhD research. I don't know if students here are actually paying attention to their physical, physical workouts, and gymming is very important.
Very important.
They are very important. So I did not do that earlier. I realized that, yes, like this is one of the most effective stress busters.
You must have learned a lot. You have a lot of lessons to impart on our own students here. So what advice would you give to someone starting out?
I can say these terms like be consistent, be perseverant, and I think these are very common terms everybody would say, but the one thing I regret that I did not do, I should have done, and I would advise people who are starting out is ask questions. Ask questions, seek guidance from your seniors, seek guidance from your professors. I did not do that in my bachelor's, so I was kind of like, I think I was lagging behind. But when you ask questions, when you seek guidance from the others, you know a lot, you open a lot, like you open a whole new set of perspectives. And don't be shy. Basically, don't think that somebody is looking down upon on you and what will that person think of me if I ask these questions, because nobody would do that. Everybody went through the same process. They know what stage you are at, so they wouldn't think that whatever you have in your mind. So go out and ask questions. That's it.
Is there any particular memory you have of your time here in IIIT Delhi? Some memories perhaps you fondly think of, something you spent with your friends or somewhere you went. Is there anything you'd like to share?
The deadlines were also very interesting. Like we were at our worst selves at midnight when the deadline was like at 12 a.m. and we were just shouting. We are just like shouting at each other at like please don't disturb me. I have to submit this. I have to submit this. Then when at 11:59 when we submitted the assignments, we just got all relaxed and we had some party kind of thing back again in the canteen. So like the whole routine, the whole day, even the assignments, now that I think about it, they were like, I cherish those memories.
Okay.
Yeah, even though at that time it seemed stressful, but I now cherish them. Yeah.
Is there something you miss from your student life in India and something that you've come really to enjoy in US?
Here, what I miss is definitely friends and family.
Okay.
Like there are a lot of memories I made here, and families, of course. My family is in Delhi, so I obviously miss them. And about the things that I like in the USA, I think would be I live in the heart of Silicon Valley in San Jose, but still, like in 5-10 minutes drive, I can drive to any trail, any hiking area, and I can hike for miles. Like, so it's very accessible, everything is well maintained. And if I just want to take my mind off whatever I'm doing, I just go to the hills and just hike.
So now we have a quick fun segment for you. If it's okay with you, we'd like to start with finish the sentence.
Finish the sentence.
Finish the sentence. I will give some statement and you've just sort to finish it. You just have to finish it. Okay. So the first sentence you have to finish is, the most useless advice I have received is?
I won't say useless, but I would say untrue.
Okay.
Like abhi pad lo, fir baad mein aishi aishi. Still have to study. So yeah, that's the most untrue thing.
Okay. Second one is, if research had a warning label, it would say?
Probably a lot of rejections incoming. So brace yourself. Yeah, there are highs, there are lows, but yeah, there you will face a lot of rejections, but that will make you stronger.
If I could rename my field, I'd call it?
Visionary. I don't know. That's the most I could think of.
Okay. I knew adulthood was a scam when?
I knew when I realized that weekends are not for relaxing.
Of course.
They are for doing more work. When you are away from your family and you live alone, you have to buy groceries, you have to clean the house, and you have to do n number of chores. So yeah.
Sunday is perhaps the most stressful. This anticipating Monday, you think Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the one skill school didn't teach me is?
Managing my finances.
Of course. Yes. And the one skill school taught me is?
I think how to perform well under a high pressure environment. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show and imparting your advice and telling about your incredible journey you have been through. We hope our audience here enjoyed this segment very much, and we also hope to see you again very soon.